friends, welcome to part 3 of the create Twitch clone in React. So before moving to the next section, we will do a small refactor in our code which we will use later on, but we will do the refactor now. So in the auth on change in the Google auth, we will add a new user concept. This dot auth dot current user dot get, again some boilerplate code from Google, get ID. Okay, so after that let me save this, and we have to go to the action creator, and here we are now receiving the user ID. So we have to send a payload of user ID. Let me save it. Then let move forward to the reducer, and in the reducer, in the initial state, we'll have another variable which is user ID. It will be equal to null initially. Then after that, if signed in is true, then there will be one user ID, the same one, and it will be action dot payload. Same, if it is a sign out case, then it will be user ID will be again set to null. So this refactor we have done. So now let's move forward, and then after that, in here what we will do, we will first install the Firefox extension for Redux Devtools, which will help us to work with the Redux code. So for that we need to go to this site. This is for Firefox. Similar process is for Chrome also. You can follow it. You can search for Redux Devtools, and then after that we have to enable it. So I have enabled it. Let me close it, and if I do inspect, yeah, I have Redux. But for Redux Devtools to work, we have to do some extra configuration in our file. So let us move to a file, and we have to do the configuration in our root index. So let me go to the root index. After that, we have to create another constant known as compose enhancers equal to window dot 2 times underscore Redux Devtools. This spelling is very important. Extension compose again 2 times, just like there. Then compose. Now in store, we have to create a store reducers, and we also have to pass this compose enhancer and we have to do a apply middleware. See, this apply middleware came here. It is imported from Redux, and it is a function, so we have to do like this. Then here provider store app provider, we don't have to do anything. So let me save it. Now if everything is right and we move here, we won't get the error, and it is working. And so we have been shown the state, which is the state is auth. Only one state is there. This is a global store which is false right now. So let's move forward, and we need to install Redux Form in this project, because that is what we will be using. So let me go to my terminal. Where is my terminal? I don't know. Yeah, here is my terminal. Let me bring it a bit closer. So my project is running here, so let me close it, and I will do a npm install -- save Redux Form. We will install a specific version because Redux Form breaks a lot, 8.1.0. so I have installed it. Let it get installed, and let me go back to my project. And in my project I have to now go to the reducer, not the auth reducer but the root reducer I have to go, because this is how Redux Form works. Because the term Redux is there, it is using Redux behind the hood. So what we have to do, we have to add another form, but we are not creating any file for it because we are getting it from Redux Form reducer, and here import reducer as form reducer from Redux Form. Actually it is called reducer only, but it would have been confusing, so we have changed the name to form reducers. Let me save it, and let me check one thing, whether the npm install is done, and let me start it so I don't forget anything. So it will get start. Yeah, and it got started because it takes me to my Chrome, where I don't want it in the Chrome. It's okay, so it is working. So let us move forward, and in this let me come to the streams now. And in the streams I will do this, will now do the stream create. Let me open it, and there was dummy content in it. Let us use the real content now. So then import. Now since we have installed Redux Form, we have many of its components, we have to use them. So we will use one field component which is used for every input type, and the other one will be this. We have to do Redux Form from Redux Form. Let me do an import for a style also, which I am soon going to create. Form styles.css. After that, let me do one thing first. For this Redux Form to work, we need a class based component. So let me convert it into a class based component. Class stream create. let me remove this. Extends react dot component, and since it is a class based component, there will be a render also. And here we will create the form. Let it be a form, class name equal to UI underscore 2-time underscore form. We are soon going to write the styles for this UI underscore form. Then inside this we will have the field from our Redux form. Name will be title, label will be enter title, and component, we are taking the functionality outside it, so component will give us this dot render input box. Let me copy it and paste it, because we're going to have a same type of field again, which will be description. Enter description. Component will be the same component. So let me go ahead and let me create that function, which will be this render input box, and we'll get two props in it. One will be input, the other one will be label. And we will return let us return inside a fragment, because we are going to have two fields inside it and React will not allow that. So one will be label, it will be the label which got passed. The second one will be input, it will be dot 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 input, so it will destructure it. So let me save it, but one more thing is remaining. We have to use the higher order function for this Redux form to work. So this Redux form which we imported, we are going to use it as the connect which we use in Redux. So like this, it's a higher order function. So like this, there will be two functions in that, and we are going to pass form stream create. Let me save it. Oh, it will give some error because of this. I know. See this, it is giving error. So let us create it quickly. So again, I am not going to write the CSS, so let me copy it. just using CSS grid or flexbox in on this tutorial, so it is very easy. So like this stream create have got now form style and it is working fine. So but where did we created it? We created it in streams create, and we go and we have our beautiful form. So now let's go back and we have to do some work here in stream create right now. So first thing first, we don't have a close this one now. We don't have a button, so let me do a button. Yeah, it is not working. I have to give button and it will be submit. So as with any React form, we have to pass a function. Once you click this submit, it will go to the form, and on submit whatever we do, it will do that. Right. On submit equal to this dot props dot handle submit and it will be this dot on form on submit form. So let us go ahead and create this. It will take form values. Let us say it will take that form values, and let us do the console.log for now. Now let me save it. Let me go to the console, and then I will click on submit. See, we are getting both of them, the title and the description we are getting. So now one of the main thing for using Redux Form is that the validation is very good here. So what we are going to do, we are going to use the validation, and for that here after this label we will have a meta tag, and then after the input let us put a div, this div, and inside it what happened, inside it meta dot error we have to give, and we have to do a bit more boilerplate code for this also, for this Redux form also. So and that will be equal to after our class it ends here. So and before the export we have a validate const validate equal to form values arrow function const errors equal to an empty object, if form not for but form values yet came, if not a form values dot title, it will give an errors dot title. We're adding in errors dot title in that constructor object. You must enter a title. Another one will be similar. If it is similar, then why not copy it? And it will be for the other field, which is known as description. Here also description, here also description. And one more thing which we need to do, this now this validate is there. Where we will put it? We will put it in here, validate. So it will be called by the Redux form. So let me save it. And there is one more thing which I missed. It is after these two, it have to return the errors. So let me save it and let us go back there. You must enter a title, you must enter a description. Okay, title will be title this, and it is on. So what is happening right now, it is the moment the form is getting loaded, it is coming. So we don't want this behavior. We want to give the user a chance at least to enter something. Then only if he uses tabs or something, he will move away from it. So this will be very easier to implement. We'll go here and instead of div, let me clear this div, and then after that we have to do this dot render error, just a simple function which I'm going to create in 2 minutes, and we will be passing only the meta to it. This dot render error is the function name. So let me copy this and I will create it here. Render error equal to, we will get a argument of meta. If meta dot touched and then meta dot error, then it will return a div will have this, it is touched, means someone had had touched it. Then it will come meta dot error, and here the class name will be equal to a double score msg. Let me save it, and now let me see if I have this. Yeah, I have this. The font size will be 1 run and the color will be red. So it's time to check it. So this is giving error. This is undefined. Okay, this is undefined. Okay, so it is giving me this is undefined because this is a normal function and not an array function. So let me convert it to an array function. So the famous this error, we finally got the famous this error. So let me save it now. Yeah, and it is working fine. So and we are not getting on the rendering of the page. So let me enter some title YouTube, but I will not enter. I will hit tab and then again hit tab. So this is what it means by touch, and I got that error. You must enter a description. So friends, this concludes our part 3 of the series. Hope you like it. See you soon.